Okay, Slammiversary 2010. Sorry I'm a little late on this one. I wanted to get it up on Monday, but I got distracted. Got some weird stuff happening around here lately. Not sure what's going on. Anyway, really did not have high hopes for this one. The build-up was questionable. The card was iffy. I almost had to kind of force myself to download this thing, to be honest. And to be fair, it did have some nice high points. Most of the stuff we expected to be good was very good. And the stuff we expected to be bad was, well, I'll get to that. Now, it started off Kurt Angle versus Kazarian, and it was just as good as you thought it would be. Excellent match from these two. In fact, this was the type of match that I think is becoming kind of a rarity these days, especially in this company, because this was the kind of match where both guys get put over regardless of who wins and who loses. They got good time, they had a great competitive match with a clean finish. Angle goes over, but Kaz looks strong in defeat because he took Angle to the limit. Angle gets what he needs, but Kaz walks away with something too. It does not get any simpler than that, which is why we don't see stuff like this in TNA very often. So this is a great way to start the pay-per-view, and I'd say probably the match of the night. AJ Styles versus Jay Lethal, another very good match. I think it made sense for AJ to lose here because of the whole storyline with Ric Flair getting pissed off at him and not being able to take out Jay Lethal. I'm really liking Jay Lethal right now, I have to say, and astonishingly, they have somehow managed to not drop the ball with him yet, although I'm sure that's coming eventually. Brian Kendrick versus Doug Williams for the X Division title. This is probably as good as we could have hoped for. Nothing really revolutionary or anything, just a good, solid match all around. It didn't really mean anything since there was virtually no build-up, so it pretty much felt like a throwaway, but it was certainly worth watching. And I do think that they might have something with Doug Williams as the X Division champion if they would just give him regular TV time. I don't know if that's going to happen, but Beer Money versus Hardy and Anderson. Again, nothing that you're going to be raving about 6 months from now, but a good pay-per-view quality match that unfortunately suffered because there was no storyline behind it. I can't really criticize the match. I just really wish Beer Money had gone over because, damn it, somebody on Flair's team has got to freaking win a match at some point, and I'm really starting to wonder who these guys pissed off in management that got them turned into glorified jobbers. So those were the good things about this pay-per-view. Unfortunately, that's where it all starts to go downhill. Knockouts title match, Roxy versus Madison Rayne. A fine match while it lasted, but it only got about 4 minutes. Before the match, Madison convinces Roxy to put her career on the line for no reason at all. This is idiotic. I've always hated angles like this, because why would anyone put their career on the line or their title shot up for grabs or whatever when they don't have to, when they have no reason to do so, no incentive to do it? Just, I mean, they've got everything to lose and nothing to gain by doing this, so why the hell would anyone do it? It makes no sense. It doesn't make the heel look like a despicable person for coercing them into doing this. It just makes the babyface look like an idiot. So apparently, TNA brought back Roxy just so they could jerk her around for a few weeks and then fire her. Again. Fuck you very much, TNA. Oh, by the way, ODB, she just quit. So firing Roxy means you just fired the most over female babyface you had left. And the whole thing seems designed to put over Madison Rayne as this badass monster career killer knockout. And I really don't see that working at all, for 2 reasons. Number 1, the writers aren't smart enough to do it right. Number 2, Madison Rayne doesn't have the tools to pull off that type of character. Do you really think badass when you look at Madison Rayne? No, she's like 5'2", she weighs 90 pounds. You can't believe it. That's the kind of push you give someone like Awesome Kong or Alyssa Flash or something. This was bullcrap. Okay, Roxy deserved so much better than to get shit on like this. Frankly, this match really pissed me off. Anyway, next up, Brother Ray versus Jesse Neal. I really don't have much to say about this one. It was okay for a TV match, I guess, but not for Slammiversary. Not at all. It really didn't belong on this card, in my opinion. The match was average at best, and I really don't understand what TNA sees in Jesse Neal when they have many much more talented people that they could be pushing. The Tommy Dreamer thing, who cares? Not that I don't respect the man, but really, who cares? You want to make him a road agent or something, that's fine. Just please don't put him in the ring. You already got enough veterans who can't work anymore. Anyway, moving on. Desmond Wolfe versus Abyss. I don't know when the hell this became a Monsters Ball match. I don't remember them ever announcing it, but if Abyss is doing a Monsters Ball match, that means I don't care about it. Like, go ahead. Go right ahead. Do all your thumbtack spots, your barbed wire spots, your broken glass spots. I don't give a rat's ass anymore. And I hate saying that about a Desmond Wolfe match, but it's the truth. I'm sick of the hardcore spots. They were played out years ago. I don't think I'll ever care about a hardcore spot ever again because of this guy. And the finish was another overbooked Russo swerve. You could see that coming a mile away. So, screw this match. Oh, man. Hernandez versus Matt Morgan. What can you say about this? This wasn't even a match. It was just 5 minutes of brawling and a DQ finish. And really, if that was all they had planned for this, for a Slammiversary match, then it should have been left on Impact. Alright, fans pay money to see stuff get resolved on the big pay-per-views. They don't pay to see a 5-minute DQ. I sure as hell don't pay to see that. Why not just hold off on Hernandez's return for 2 weeks, do Matt Morgan versus Samoa Joe at the pay-per-view, and have Hernandez do a run-in or something? It would have been so much better than this. Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. Oh, and something else fans probably aren't going to pay money for. Sting versus RVD. You know why? Because it sucked. And everyone knew it was going to suck. Sting is so out of shape he has to wear a t-shirt during the match. And honestly, if that was the best he's capable of at this point, then why on earth did you put him in this spot to begin with? Even if you genuinely believed he was still a draw, which he's not by the way, he still shouldn't have been there. He was just embarrassing himself. His performance was a joke. That match was a joke. And I don't know how or why TNA management thought it was going to turn out any differently. And the pointless Jeff Jarrett run-in didn't help matters any either. I mean, nice job telegraphing that one, by the way. You air like 20 minutes of Jeff Jarrett video packages on Impact. You have him say in no uncertain terms that he's not going to be at Slammiversary, and then you expect us to be surprised when he tries to swerve everyone by showing up anyway? TNA, your fans are not stupid. And frankly, if they're actually going to continue with this Jarrett Sting program now, spare yourself. Rob Van Dam couldn't pull a good match out of this guy, so I don't know what makes Jeff Jarrett think he's got a chance in hell. So, that's pretty much it. Angle Kaz was great. AJJ Lethal was very good. Kendrick and Williams was solid. The tag match was solid. Everything else, really not what it should have been. Much like this pay-per-view, in fact. Not a good Slammiversary, guys. Really not. TNA, this is your SummerSlam. It should be better than this. It should be awesome. This was not acceptable. I mean, shit. Look what you've done to me, TNA. I've gotten so stressed bitching about your product that all my hair fell out. Are you proud of yourselves? Are you?